So guys, here we are, 2 days away from the World Cup. Cannot wait, so excited. Opening game is on Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock against obviously the hosts, Russia and Saudi Arabia. We're going to talk about England in a bit and reasons maybe why England can win the World Cup or why they cannot. But first, let's talk about Russia. Okay, so they're ranked 66 in the world, which is quite low down, you know. The highest they've ever been ranked was back in 1995. They were 5th in the world. A population of 144 million. Obviously, as we know, they hate the English. So I'm sure there's going to be some dramas over the coming 4 weeks, but I'm sure it'll all be fun and well in the end and everything. The coach, Stanislav, he's done a great job with Russia, done a great job on the road to Russia for them. My prediction, I think they'll get knocked out in the first round after the group stages. Yeah, I can't see Russia doing very well at all. Let's move on to Egypt. Egypt, right. So, obviously, the fantastic Mo Salah. Brilliant season at Liverpool. Unbelievable goals he scored. Egypt ranked 46th in the world. Mo Salah, what else can you say? Alongside his coach Hector, who has done a fantastic job putting this Egypt team together. I think Egypt could be an underdog surprise in the competition. Yeah, I think Egypt's got a good group, and I'm saying Egypt will make it the quarterfinals. So we're going to skip a few teams at the minute because they're not very good. We're going to go to France. Obviously, the French, great teams, won the World Cup a couple of times before, ranked 7th in the world. Highest was when they won the World Cup in 2001 with a population of 65 million. Now, the odds down at the bookies for France to win is 13-2. So, I think France could be in with a good shot, depending on the injuries, really. Let's see what happens with France. Now, the one that you've all been waiting for. England. Now, there's been a lot of controversy, ups and downs about England and whether Gareth Southgate is the right man or if he's picked the right team or anything. Honestly, I think with the players that we've got and the players that Gareth Southgate has brought in through the under-21s and everything else, I think England could be in with a shot. I don't want to jinx it though. I mean, let's take a look at a few of Southgate's young lions, you know. In goal, Jack Butland, again, great season last season. Jordan Pickford went from Sunderland to Everton and it's just been rising and rising and rising. I choose Jordan Pickford for England's #1 spot. Really do. Nick Pope's had a good few games towards the end of the season and a few cracking shot stoppers as well. So let's have a look at some of the young guns that he's brought in. Marcus Rashford alongside Harry Kane with Raheem Sterling. I would play the first game 4-3-3 myself, but Gareth Southgate doesn't seem to be doing that. Seems to be playing a 3-5-2 with Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling up front first game. So we'll see what happens there. Eric Dyer, great foot on him, great curl when he hits the ball and everything. If you look at some of these players who were in the under-17 squad in the last under-17s World Cup, beat by Spain. But I tell you what, I think England will do a great job here. Gareth Southgate has got a lot to do, especially after that Euro 96, I think. Obviously, Joe Hart wasn't picked. No surprise there, really. Kieran Kieran Trippier, sorry. I think he would be really, really good. Just running off the left wing, holding back from John Stones maybe. Let's see what happens. Let's go and have a look at a team who doesn't like, well, who we don't like. Iceland, ranked 22 in the world. Obviously, got up the ranks a bit when they beat us last time. But they done extremely well last time, and they're wanting to build on that in the World Cup itself. So I predict that Iceland will make it the last 16. So yeah, 2 days to go. Cannot wait. And then we've got England's opening game on Monday night at 7 o'clock against Tunisia. That will be a cracking game. So I've heard that Wembley Stadium is putting the screens up, and various places around the country. Newcastle being one of the places. I think Old Trafford's got one of the screens up and everything. So if you can't get a party at your house, go down and enjoy the fun, sing songs, and let's hope that England win the World Cup. Subscribe underneath, like, comment if you want to comment anything whatsoever. There'll be more posts up during the World Cup, and I hope you've enjoyed this one. Come on, England!